I'm Thomas Hunt from the World Crypto Network, and here are today's Bitcoin headlines. What halving? Two factors making some analysts turn bearish on Bitcoin. By Joseph Young, writing in Cointelegraph. Despite the fast approaching halving event, Bitcoin price broke down from a trend line dating back to March 16th, putting Bitcoin at risk of a big pullback. As the Bitcoin price dropped to sub $7,000, technical analysts pointed out that Bitcoin broke down from a crucial trend line dating back to March 16th. While market signals for short-term relief, traders foresee a severe pullback occurring for two reasons, despite less than 2 weeks remaining before the much-anticipated Bitcoin halving. The two compelling cases for a Bitcoin correction in the foreseeable future are a breach of a major trend line signaling overhead resistance and a lower high pattern at a high time frame. Challenging for Bitcoin to recover on a straight line from near capitulation. Despite theories that suggest the Bitcoin price was not supposed to drop below $4,000 during the so-called Black Swan event on March 12th, Bitcoin spiked from 3,600 to 6,900 on paper within a month and a half. That is a 91% increase in price in precisely 40 days, which is a substantial rise in price even for Bitcoin, whose extreme volatility is well known to investors. When the Bitcoin price rises so steeply in a short period of time with no major pullbacks, it is often left vulnerable to a significant retracement. As seen in October and December 2019, the Bitcoin price can surge by 100% and still fall back to where the rally began faster than the upward price movement. Various momentum oscillators suggest that the Bitcoin price has room for a relief rally in the near term, possibly to the 7,100 or 7,200 range. But the clean formation of a lower low on the daily chart of the Bitcoin price suggests that buyers are beginning to lose control over the market. For the first time since the Bitcoin price dropped to 3,600, the daily chart of Bitcoin printed a textbook lower low. Before the rejection of 7,400 and 7,200 in quick succession, buyers were clearly more dominant than sellers in the Bitcoin market. Dips to the downside were small and bought up quickly as buy orders dwarfed sell orders across both spot and futures exchanges. However, the severe rejection of 7,400 reversed the trend, creating a difficult environment for buyers to retain dominance. As Cointelegraph reported last week, the technically bearish structure printed on the Dow Jones Industrial Average with the appearance of the TD9 sell indicator could add selling pressure on most high-risk assets that include Bitcoin. There are variables to prevent a big crash. Although some key technicals remain bearish, two fundamental factors could also prevent Bitcoin from retesting the $4,000 lows in the short term and stabilize the market. First, the inflow of capital into Tether, the most widely utilized stablecoin in the global market, is rapidly increasing. If billions of dollars parked on exchanges in the likes of Binance start to re-enter the cryptocurrency market and flow into Bitcoin, it could protect Bitcoin from more downside. Second, alternative cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and exchange tokens have been rallying in tandem with Bitcoin during the last several upsurges. Both factors may potentially indicate that existing investors are willing to take on more risk out of growing confidence towards the market trend and protect Bitcoin from seeing another leg down in upcoming weeks. This has been What Halving? Two factors making some analysts turn bearish on Bitcoin headlines. And these are my 2 bits. This article is bearish for the price of Bitcoin. Despite the excitement over the halving event, this article reminds us that some analysts and maybe even some investors may see the halving different than the way you might see it, and they might just drive the price down before or after the halving event. Keep an eye on the price of Bitcoin. It could go either way. This article is also bearish for the adoption of Bitcoin. If the Bitcoin halving event, despite being a fantastic inflationary killing success, doesn't catch on with the price and the mainstream media, there won't be an explosion of Google searches and interest in Bitcoin to help drive Bitcoin adoption. Right now, Bitcoin adoption is hand in hand with the Bitcoin price. Overall, we rate this article as bearish for Bitcoin. And these are my 2 bits. Thank you for watching the World Crypto Network. My name is Thomas Hunt. Remember to like and subscribe.